Welcome to D&D Night on DDOstream, sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, the most supported virtual desktop with more than any license than any other virtual desktop. Visit fantasygrounds.com to learn more. D&D Night brings tabletop gaming to DDOstream every Sunday night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Join our Discord at invite.gg/DND Night. This is the Edge of Evil campaign, which takes place in a world of my own creation. I'm Gruubii, your dungeon master and host this evening, and with us tonight is Lynn, my wife, who will be playing the PCs. As our normal PCs give me plenty of warning, and I tried to recruit some people, and those replacement people didn't give me any warning. So here we are trying to do it a way that you can do with just the free versions of Fantasy Grounds, with on both ends. One demo player can connect to one demo player, or one demo player can connect to a standard player. Any number of demo players can connect to an Ultimate license, but that way you can start out with one-on-one version if you want.
And this way, if you're hi, this is Lynn, everyone. This way, if you're in the mood to play something and you're just there with your spouse or your best friend or your kid or whatever, we're just going to kind of show you how you can play that with just two people and still have a good time.
There we go. Adjust our sound a little bit. Now let's see. As a recap.
Hey Crack Matt.
Hey. So, as a recap, last time the party came out with a bunch of spell components from the previous adventure, and given that there is not much market for them around, they went in search, following the directions of the witch doctor who had sent them out, to find a place where there may be gold to exchange for the items and such. Since gold is not actually used that terribly much because there's just not enough of a consistent civilization to support money, because you can't eat it, you can't build things with it, etc., especially out on the plains and the like. They've gone into the jungles of Umash, and they have found a temple. It is a ziggurat, and which they found a way that they could go in through the very top, found a rope, dropped it down, and found some discorporeal undead within. They have since left and went separate ways for a time. However, Zorna, the cleric, has gathered members of her tribe, other runts of the bunch, in the hopes that they have special hidden talents like herself, and have brought them here to try to unravel the mystery of the temple. Not the math. Okay, let's... Alright. So let's remove some...
Did you get a chance to share that map?
I am about to. I gotta fix it a little. Let's get people who aren't here off here. And then I'll put you all in place. Now I'll share it.
There we go. Let me see if I can get it down to a level where I can see it. Hold on. Sometimes the easiest things to do with these maps is resize it and then drop it down on your little hotkey thing.
That's interesting. Let's see. There we go. Let's open up the combat tracker so people can see what's kind of going on. Okay. The good news is you're all minotaurs, so you all have dark vision and you can't get lost.
Hooray! And the bad news.
Well, the bad news is you're pretty heavily weighted in the one class direction.
Alright, let's see.
As to say, you're by far the cleverest one.
So I have 3 passages I can choose from here. Is that what I see?
Looks like 4.
Well, I assume what's behind me is the stairs I came down.
You came down
Is that
via
correct?
rope.
Oh, okay. So are those stairs that go up or down?
They go up.
The passageway to the south, to be clear.
Yes.
They go up. Okay. Up into the ziggurat?
Yep. Or at least up above where you are. Ziggurat is above you. You don't know how far you are in compared to the ziggurat because you never found the bottom of it.
Right.
You
Okay.
started kind of at the top.
Well, either way, I think we're going to hold off on going on the stairs and see what's all here. So I'm going to head on this western path to start with, the one that we're looking down.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself. Your usual movement rate's amount of distance.
I'll have to figure out who should be.
50.
Probably not broken.
Yeah, probably one of the more thuggy of the two.
Okay, should I just continue moving down?
Uh,
How
I'd,
far down do you want me to move?
I'd move 2 spaces before I reveal more of the map.
Okay, so it branches into smaller hallways.
Mm-hmm. And all of these halls all continue to have bas reliefs of serpents um, and um, uh, human heads. The human heads are like little supports every once in a while, kind of like where sconces would be or some such, and the serpents are intertwining and such across. I don't want to say wainscoting, but at that level.
To be absolutely clear, the human heads are made of stone, not humans, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Same thing with the snakes.
Well, that's good too. Let's see. I guess we will continue towards this bottom passage. I'll move maximum up.
Um, so that I've got it in order and I can make the alterations as necessary. Um, who did you use your blessing of the forge on?
That would be nobody because I I've not done that.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. That just makes it into a magic weapon.
It makes it into a +1 magic weapon. Yep.
Okay. Uh, would I just do that on myself?
You can put it on any weapon of anybody, and as long as you're alive, it'll continue working for 24 hours. So you can put it on your spear. You can put it on one of Minimum's warhammers. You can put it on Maximum's greatsword.
I'll put it on Maximum's greatsword.
Okay.
Do I need to do something on his sheet?
No, I do. So
Okay. Yeah, let's put it because he's probably going to be the biggest hitter in one shot. We're out of screen on the stream.
okay, 1 minute. All right. In that case, until if you die, you'd switch back to the regular greatsword, but otherwise, use the greatsword +1 when you attack.
Okay, for Maximum.
Yep. And let's go over here. I do kind of wish there is one I need to activate. Let's see.
What now?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's a me thing. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else you'd like to set up beforehand?
Let's see. Hold on. Okay, my characters keep falling off my sheet. My hot keys, and I don't know why.
Is your map might be too big and making it so it doesn't actually drop?
No. I'm saying I had each character down here so I could just grab them up really quick, and they all fell off of it. But I'll just keep putting them back down.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go forward.
Okay. Show effects, return order.
Charge! Is this hallway one person wide? One minotaur wide?
Yeah, it's definitely 1 minotaur wide. Okay, I do have that. Okay. Alright. Let's open this further. And the next what you'll do next, pretty much it'll also open up. Okay, now I can do some things on the tracker.
Alright, so we see a little room. Maybe
Yeah.
about 20 by 20, 20 by 15.
Yes, 20 by 15. And make these guys
Full
visible.
of something terrible.
Two moderately terrible things. These are translucent red figures. It looks like they are these are one similar to ones you've seen before down here. They appear to be some kind of temple guard or such, but no longer living or corporeal.
I'm gonna roll initiative while you're describing stuff.
Sure. And once they see you, they draw their they draw their they draw their weapons, so to speak, and come after you. They do not have a their visage does not come at you in a way of horror or hatred, as you would expect from most undead.
So they're running at us in indifference.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, there's initiative.
All right.
If you in the future, if you want to just roll it, it might be a little quicker.
Sure. Thankfully, Fantasy Grounds is good at checking your initiative and letting you roll everybody's at once if you want to.
Yeah. Well, when you're each playing your own individual characters, it's easy enough to do it yourself. But when you have multiple characters that you're running, you know, it's not a big deal, but you have to open each one and drop it. It's just faster for you to roll it.
Right. All right.
And since it's all random, it doesn't really matter.
Now I need you to actually be identified. Thank you. All right. So the Sword Wraith moves forward. Let's see. It uses its bonus action to make a weapon attack. Hitting maximum the daring.
Ow.
For 10 points. Let's see. Using Martial Fury, it's a attack rolls have advantage against it next on this turn until the start of his next turn, and then he makes his regular normal attack, but misses.
Ugh.
And then he is done. Next is minimum.
Oh, I'm just so pissed that he hit my friend. I'm jumping ahead.
Okay. What you're going to run into is you can't get forward because you can't pass through the Sword Wraith's spot, but you can attack diagonally.
Oh, I'm just so angry.
Okay, so you're going to rage. Let's.
It didn't show up. Hold on. I clicked it, but it didn't. There we go.
You gotta hit the magnifying glass to open up it. Hopefully.
Yeah, I just remembered that. Okay. All right, so let's hit him with this warhammer. Is it just one warhammer?
It's one warhammer. He's got two, but since he used his bonus action to rage, he only gets the one attack with the warhammer, and then next turn he can use his bonus action to attack with his offhand warhammer.
Okay. Oh, I'm just so angry. Gonna hit you.
He does.
Take that.
And it does. It doesn't work as well as he'd like. But them's the breaks.
Oh, I'm angry too. I sound a lot like my brother there. We're twins.
I believe it. So he's going to use his attack to rage, or his bonus action to rage.
Yes. And this +1 on the greatsword.
Hits.
Ha ha ha.
Let's see. And cuts a swath into the sword wraith, which, having been blessed by Zorna's blessing, uh, does full damage.
Well, so it should. Take that. And that's all I can do. Correct.
Yep. Okay. Next wraith. Move over here. Oh, and remember, when you attack them, you have advantage. So keep that in mind.
Who has advantage?
Anyone who attacks these guys once they've used their martial fury to get the extra attack.
Oh, so well, I forgot that for maximum.
Right. All right. Next one uses its martial fury as well for its bonus attack action. Misses. And we'll shoot again. Exactly the same miss, with a longbow, a spectral longbow. There's now until the beginning of each of their turns, you have advantages to attacks against them. Zorna the Unbroken.
Zorna can not do anything against either wraith because it's not within sight, correct?
Let's see. What do you have? You've got cantrips. What do you got in cantrip land? Let's see. You got Mending, Spare the Dying, Word of Radiance. Word of Radiance is a 5-foot range. Yeah, you can't get. You're not. Yeah, you can't get close enough to use that. Um, you don't have anything to spare dying. You could use some spells, but it's probably not worth doing yet. Um, so no, not really.
Okay, well then I will put a cure onto Maximus. Let's see. Hold
All
on.
right.
There we go.
He feels substantially better.
That was the first level.
Sure. And it's worth mentioning, or just reminding you, that Broa can also do some amount of healing.
Okay. I'll just kind of look really quick to see if there's something I can go ahead and put up for next time. Like a free action, but I don't really see anything. Heroic. He's way in the back.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and pop up the armor at Agatha's. How's that?
Okay. What does hell does that last? Yeah, that
Says
lasts an
it
hour.
lasts an hour.
Yeah, that's worth doing.
Okay, so how do I do that? I don't see an effect button. Do I just have to remember? Because I'm not good at
No,
that.
just hit the magnifying glass.
I did. I see a heal and damage.
Right. Click on the heal,
Okay.
and then he's got 10 uh, temporary hit points above his current ones.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
And whenever
Excellent.
when something hits him, then they'll take the 10 cold damage.
It'll do that automatically.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
but
I have to remember.
right.
So
It could. I just don't have it coded in. I'm sure there's a way of doing that.
Under spell slots, I just have Pact Magic and 2 second level dots.
Right. Because he only gets 2 actual spells.
Okay, so that took one of the second level
Yep.
dots. Okay.
But whenever he casts a spell, it's always at the maximum level that he's capable of.
Okay. Um,
And on a
yeah,
short
that's
rest, he
what
gets them back.
okay.
Okay. Sword Wraith. Weapon attacks against him do no longer get with advantage until he uses Martial Fury again, and so now they do again to make some attacks. Hits. Does some damage, which is now resisted.
Woohoo.
And then makes its regular attack and misses. Minimum.
Not so good on those regular attacks.
Right. So minimum attacking with advantage.
Does have advantage? Okay.
Does have advantage. Can use his either his bonus action or his regular action to attack with one of his warhammers. And whichever one he doesn't use, he'll use the other to attack again. That hit.
Wah, wah.
For a little bit of damage.
Second attack again.
Yep. Also with advantage.
I don't remember that. Okay, hold on. Ooh! Crit.
That should make it for it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Next up is Maxim the Daring.
Does he have advantage as well?
Yep.
Alright. Swinging the greatsword.
Okay. And because he is frenzying, he gets to use his bonus action to use an attack with his greatsword too.
Okay, that missed because one of them was a 1 and then it dropped. Wait,
It dropped the
it still
one.
missed.
Yeah, it dropped the one, and the other
Oh,
one was a 4.
I couldn't see the other one. They rolled right on top of each other, so all I could see was a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get a second attack.
Yep.
With advantage or not?
Also with advantage.
Excellent.
The advantage is coming from the sword wraith, not.
Okay. So that should hit.
Yep. Okay. For 12 damage.
Ooh.
Next sword wraith does the same thing the first one did, except with his longbow. Misses. Next attack. Also misses. Okay, Zorna.
Let's see. I don't feel like I want to do another cure at this point. So I think I'll just hold action.
Okay. What are
If
you holding your action to happen?
if somebody needs healing, I guess, or drops.
Okay. Go with if someone drops, because then that's specific. So it happens, you act.
Okay. Somebody falls down. Okay.
Right. Okay. Oh shoot. Hold on. Get back here. There we go. Okay. Bruakin the Weird is up.
Okay. So the way it's around the corner, I just can't. He just can't see them at all.
Right. Now let's see. What's he got? He's got some bonus cantrips. So,
Well, because I was thinking about doing some bonfiring, but I can't see around that corner.
right. Does he have a range? 60 feet. Okay.
And I don't think, like, making maximum sword glow or something would hurt the wraith particularly.
Right. Perhaps he will hold the action to heal you if necessary. To heal Zorna if necessary.
Yeah, that's what.
Since that's all he can see anyway.
Right.
Okay, Sword Wraith. Same as before. Eh.
Stop poking me.
Okay, that was a much more substantial hit.
You're making me angry.
Okay, minimum. Still with advantages. That hit. Damage. And next attack. With the offhand. Also advantage. Another crit.
Oh,
He,
nice.
he favors his offhand, apparently.
Well, you know. It's still going? Wow.
It's still there. It looks like it's nearly discomporporated. Corporeated. Whatever.
Maximum just goes.
Has advantage.
Okay, let me just roll again just to see if I get a 20 on
Pretty
the off
much.
chance.
Nope. Okay, it hits. So damage. Okay. It ceases to be. Now here's the thing. He still has movement and he can attack with his bonus action. So he can move forward and he can charge forward and swing at the Sword Wraith. Or go it with his horns, I guess. But you're not gonna. Because it'd be worse. And I'm gonna suggest you move down one more step because you can. And then that's leaves the open spaces.
I'm daring. Does this have advantage?
Yep.
Excellent.
It's
So his war cry is I'm daring. Ooh, nice.
yep. Big old chunk. Okay.
And now he's just standing there going.
Okay. The Sword Wraith drops his bow, basically ceases holding it, and it ceases to be as it just kind of falls into a wisp away, and then draws his longsword to attack. Same as before. Um, that. So that hits, sorta, and then regular action. Hits. Okay. And then it's done. Zorna. And you can move through a friendly uh, square. It just costs twice as much.
Okay, so my speed is 30, so
That's 6 squares. Each square is 5 feet.
can I get to there?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep.
That's what I do.
Okay, then what will you do with your action? And remember that everybody's got advantage to swing at the sword wraith.
Okay.
Or,
I'm just gonna poke at him with my spear.
okay.
But just a little bit.
Hey, it's more than he's been hitting sometimes. Well, it's definitely more than he was hitting with the bow because he missed every time.
But I just get the one attack, correct?
Right. Okay. And Broken can move through minimum as well, and his attack is ranged, also with advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna move him up, but not all up in it. So let's Eldritch Blast.
That's with
And
advantage.
totally miss. Okay, let me just cast again. And also totally miss. He just got discombobulated from moving up 5 feet, so he gets confused easily.
Okay. Minimum, the bullheaded. Okay.
He's gonna flank. I can do that without getting attacked, right?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. You'll have to stop there.
Okay.
But one attack with advantage, other attack with advantage. Hey, a miss. Then
Oh. That's better. Oh,
okay, maximum.
I'm still really angry. I'm so angry I barely hit, but I still hit. Did that damage go through?
Let's see. That was maximum, right? Let's see.
Yes.
It did. Um,
Because I don't see it on
no,
the thing.
no.
Okay, so you want me to roll it again?
Yeah. Partially resisted. Okay, it's minimum is doing the damage. So.
My bad. Okay, can you
Okay.
take those off and I'll pull? My bad.
It's okay.
Okay. I got maximum up now.
All right.
We are twins after all. Oh.
Okay, his second attack. Wah wah.
Got overexcited.
Sword of Wraith does the same thing it's been doing, so I'm just going to split its attacks this time. One here. Miss. And one there. Which hits. For a little bit of damage. Alright. Next up, Zorna.
Let's try some words of radiance.
Sounds like a good one. It failed its save, so you get to do the damage. Takes 4 radiant damage.
Ha ha ha.
And Broken.
We just do that Eldritch Blast.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Okay, that hit. Poof.
Word!
Okay. So, in this room, which I assume you'll look through, you will find some tatters of... Actually, I take that back. What you find is a small silver and sapphire tiara.
Hold on. So I have Forge Domain spell Identify. Is that like a level 1 spell?
It is a level 1 spell. You can either do it you can either cast it as a spell slot, or you can do it as a ritual, which takes an amount of time, but it doesn't take a spell slot.
Okay, well let's do it as a ritual while minimum and maximum have a little sit down and have some cheese and wine or something.
Okay, so a short rest.
Sure. For everyone but Zorna.
Right. Okay, Maximum's going to use some of his hit die. To heal up 9. I'll use another one too. To heal up another 9. So he's in good shape. Actually, sorry, to heal 13. So he's in fine. He has shook off his injuries.
It's good wine.
Minimum's going to pass. He's better at gauging things. But Broken, as the spell wears off.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But he got the spell slot back because he's a warlock.
Mm.
Alright. It identifies as a adornment for the head
I never would have guessed that.
Of no small value. There you go.
Ooh. Ooh, Minimum loves it. He's going to put that right on.
Very well. It looks exceptionally small.
It fits right around the horn.
Yeah.
He feels pretty.
It's fine with me. He can feel pretty if he wants to.
Okay, let's go find something else to smash.
Okay, let me catch up the other stream. No. That one. There. Okay, down this hall.
So this is generally going to be my marching order.
Makes sense.
Ah, maximum go left.
It
Do you see anything in there?
it is a dark room.
Oh, let's see. Wait, we have dark vision, right?
Yes.
But it still looks dark.
Yeah. So, dark
It looks darker than dark.
it the way dark vision works is you can see, but it's still like actual normal dark vision. So it's all still black and white, and it's still dark, if that makes sense. It's like having really good night vision that works when it normally wouldn't.
So does it look naturally dark or just naturally dark?
Go ahead and give me perception checks, and then
Uh,
I'll answer that in some manner.
okay. For maximum or everybody?
First maximum.
Perception. Uh-oh. I rolled a 20, but it didn't go in the thing. Damn it. Hate that. Hold on. Now I'm gonna roll a 1.
I mean, probably.
I totally rolled a 20 and it went on the combat tracker. Or right.
So you realize one thing. Maximum's not that perceptive, really, because he's got a -1 to his perception.
Yep. Okay, let's see what everybody else perceives. I'll do it in order.
Okay, so what's Maximum going to do in the meanwhile? Is he going to move forward some more?
He'll pause for a second, looking into the dark.
Let's see.
Broken's just chilling back here.
All right. Well, you all can tell that there's all of you, even Maxman, can tell that there are unnaturally humanoid-ish shapes in the room.
Are they doing anything?
Nope, but they are dark. They're extra dark uh, coalescence of this in the shape of a humanoid.
Hmm. Let's create a bonfire in between them.
Okay.
I'll let you put markers down for stuff. But basically, not on something, but kind of in between them. Because they haven't attacked yet.
Right.
So Broken will slide up and do the create bonfire.
Okay, we'll slide him up, please. Okay, make some space for him. Okay, that's good enough.
Don't! Once again, I'll let you roll initiative. Well, maybe it does burn then.
Okay. Zorna, you react first.
Hmm. Let's do a guiding bolt.
Okay. You can't really get a bead on them from where you're standing.
Oh, that's right, I moved back. Hmm. Okay, I'll have Zorna hold action. Is that okay?
Yep.
Until I can see.
Okay. This shadow will reach out at Maximus and miss him. The next shadow will move forward and do the same thing. And miss. Exactly the same thing. And then Maximum's up. Before him are a mess of shadows.
Maximum not like shadow.
He hits.
Will that hit?
Yeah, their AC's not great. Cool.
Ooh.
It substantially reduces. Now, He can either use his bonus action to rage, or he could use his bonus action. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He has to be raging to get. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, I forgot rage. Oh well.
If he chooses to.
Let's go ahead and pop the rage up for next time.
Okay. Then Shadow 1. Will definitely hit him. For 7 points of damage. Now we're gonna look something up real quick. Okay, and maximum's strength is reduced by 2.
Hmm. I don't know how to reflect that.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Shadow 3 move here. You can't do anything else. And now Bro can cast that spell. So just select target shadows, and click the cast. Okay, and then any of the ones that succeeded will be removed from his targeting, and then you can just hit the damage.
Did that work?
Yep. And several of them took some damage that they resisted. And then minimum, the bullheaded is stuck.
So there's not a way he can squeeze through.
Right, because there's no place for him to be once he squeezes. And it's, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that makes me really angry.
Okay. He will lose his rage if he doesn't get to attack in a turn.
Oh.
So,
Man, these little hallways are tough. I'm gonna see if I can move behind minimum so I can actually see. But I'm gonna turn around and look behind me real quick with my free action. Just to make sure there's not one standing right behind me.
okay, there does not appear to be.
Alright, let's guiding bolt then.
Okay.
He did.
Super dead. Okay, Shadow 2. We'll take a d6 damage if you want to roll that on him
From
from the fire.
from what? Oh, uh, can I just grab it the d6 from down here and roll it on him, or do I need to do it from a character sheet?
You can do it either way. I just depends whether I need to put it in manually or it happens.
Uh, Shadow 2.
Yep.
It's actually a d8.
All right, cool. Then it will move to here and try to do some more strength training. Or the dice will just shoot off into Never Never Land, one or the other.
It happens.
Hits him for some damage. And reduces his strength by another 2, being a total of -4 to his strength.
Eh,
And it's his turn.
okay. Well, he will weakly uh, charge at Shadow 2 here. Wah wah.
And his bonus action attack.
What?
Let's see. Hold on. Let's subtract.
Or does it?
Let's subtract 2 from that, so it's 19. I'm sure that'll hit.
Still hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For max damage, which will probably kill it regardless. So that's that. Okay. Next Shadow. Not having much choice in the matter. Sees if it can not take fire damage. It can. So it just moves up here. And
It doesn't get hurt by the bonfire.
right. Hits. Does more damage. And is now there's a total of -7 to the strength of Max. Oh wait. Okay. Next Shadow. Also, has to make a save. So you need to do some damage to it. It made it save the first time, but not the second. So do some bonfire damage to Shadow number 3.
Nice.
And let's see. And then it will also attack. Which hits for some damage.
No.
And total of -9 to his strength.
How does that get fixed?
It's an excellent question. Broken.
Well, we should probably cure Max. But that feels better.
Yeah. D8s. Oh, okay, he used the cure wounds. Right. Okay.
Yep.
He's got two different methods of curing, so. Alright. Minimum the bullheaded.
I didn't even notice the healing one. Oh. Well, let's see if we can actually do anything. I mean, not really.
Okay. In that case, his rage expires, and that's one less
Oh,
rage per day he gets.
and that's what?
One less rage. He get. There's a limit. You get 3 of them a day, and each one lasts a minute.
Oh, that makes him really angry, but not that angry. Hmm. Do a word of radiance on this shadow.
Okay, and that's a. Let's see, where are you?
Oh wait, I can't.
Right.
Range 5 feet.
Yeah, but it's a 5 foot burst around you, so it hits 9 squares around you.
Oh, so it could hit both of them.
Well, it could if you were in the middle of them.
Okay,
So
I'm confused.
within
You said 9 squares.
yeah, the one in front of you, the one behind you, left, right, and the 2
Okay,
diagonals.
okay, gotcha. Well, in that case,
Hey, Ferronaut. None of these are pirate minotaurs. I know, it's crazy, but they're not.
yeah.
Those are different minotaurs. These are minotaurs from the plains.
Guess we'll do another guiding bolt because that was pretty cool.
Okay. That hit.
Woo! That's gotta hurt.
Discomporiates.
I'm sorry, what now?
Discomporiates.
Okay.
Maxim, the not nearly as strong as he was when this started.
Oh, so angry. Oh,
That
so angry you made me mess.
that'll miss because that's at -5 too.
Well, you know, it was a 2.
Yep. And his extra or bonus attack. Yep.
I can't even swing straight. I'm so angry.
This sword's getting really heavy.
Uh,
Speaking of which. Oh, actually, it needs to make a save first. Or you can just roll off that dice, I guess.
what now?
I was talking to the computer, basically. Let's see. It needs to take some fire damage.
Take that.
Wah wah. Misses. Broken.
Let's see. Do I have to concentrate on the bonfire?
Don't recall. Let's check. Maybe.
Yes.
Okay. That means you can't cast anything else that uses concentration to do.
Right.
Which is Ray of Enfeeblement.
Well, I can do Sacred Flame. Let's do that.
Okay. He has to move forward a step, but yes. Okay, and it doesn't work because it succeeded.
And then runs forward 5 feet. And then stops to wait and lie.
He can actually get to the other side of maximum, but he will be in the bonfire range.
I don't care. I'm gonna fight.
Alright. Alright, he needs to make a Dex saving throw.
Dex.
And he can see it, so I think he gets advantage on it. Let me double check that real quick. He is a...
I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's just stomping right in.
Danger sense is second level. Yes, he gets advantage, so he can try it again. Okay, he does not take any damage from it.
Oh. He's so distracted by it.
One of his ancestral spirits, which manifest around him when he rages, is like, "What are you doing?" And apparently it distracted him a bit. Okay.
Thorna cannot see Shadow 3.
Correct.
Let's see.
Now, both Maximum the Daring, since he is raging, they can use a reckless attack when his turn comes up and get an attack with advantage.
Okay. Sorna will hold and just keep an eye on people in front because there's not much else she can do at the moment.
Okay. Maximum the Daring.
So what was it he's gonna do?
So he's got his standard attack and his bonus action attack, and he can either one of them. And if you do one, you're going to do both. You can attack recklessly, which means you attack with advantage, but all attacks against you get advantage.
Let's do it.
Since he's having a hard time hitting right now, because reasons.
Not this time.
But it's a critical either way. So, let's see.
I rolled a bunch of ones in there, but it still got him.
It did still get him. Because even with the -5 to the damage from the strength thing, that's still more than it's got. So poof.
Oh, you just made me too angry.
Okay, so currently there is a bonfire raging underneath the minimum's feet, literally.
I reckon I'll just turn that bonfire off.
Okay. That's why I mentioned it. Maximum of the Daring is currently down 9 strength. And if you want to make me a, I guess, religion check, you might be able to figure out what to do about it.
Okay.
You don't know.
Meh.
You've not run into these things before.
Do I know how I might fix the strength problem?
No, that's what I'm saying. You
Ah,
you've
okay.
never encountered this issue because you've never encountered shadows before.
Well, we've only been awake like half an hour, but maybe we should take a nap.
No, no, you didn't sleep. You just took about an hour rest.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I mean, we can't keep fighting with him having a -9 strength. So let's take a rest here and kind of barricade this. Well, is the room? Is there anything in this room?
No, everything in here looks like it has fallen to ash, or not ash, dust, ruin. Like really been left alone for a way, way long time. And it's kind of dank down here. Not like gross dank, just like underground for a long time.
Well, we're used to that. So we'll go ahead and take a rest and see if that helps.
Does before you rest, does Brogan want to use his second cure wounds?
Yeah, we'll get everybody up health wise.
Because he gets his spell slots back after a short rest,
Okay, hold on.
but only warlocks get that. So,
I lost the spell on my thingy. Hold on. No, really, I lost a spell off Broken's. I've got healing light, but then I only have the cantrips. Like the other spells fell
oh,
off.
because you're there.
Okay, that's better. I was like, wait, I thought I had spells.
Yeah, those didn't get come back. So okay, and you can do it again. On either. There you go.
I don't think anybody else is down.
So that uses them. Only minimum. And let's see, healing light. When does that come back? Healing light is long rest. So that one's that one. Yeah, might as well keep. So new rest, short rest, which should give him his packs back. It does. Good. But yeah, when you go to your actions page, make sure it's in the combat mode,
Okay.
and that way when you click off like whatever spells that have been used, when you're out of slots, it won't let you cast them.
Wait, where's the modes? I don't see a
At
mode.
the very
Action.
bottom of the page of the
Oh, okay. So a standard preparation and combat. So you want to know combat?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now he has the ability. Broken has the ability, and I just assume he does it to cast Mage Armor at will. So he does on himself, like cast it on
Okay.
himself at will, and so he does. It lasts 8 hours, so he just keeps it going. So I just modified his AC to reflect that it's always up.
Where is that? I don't see that.
It's a thing
Well,
that
I assume it's a thing. I just didn't see where.
it's in under his abilities. It's in one of the Eldritch evocations.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
list of stuff, and that's one of them
Okay,
that he
but
gets.
yes, that would make sense.
Yeah. The other one he has lets him add his charisma to damage with his Eldritch Blast, which it is already figuring in, because Fantasy Grounds is very handy at keeping track with a lot of things, including that.
Speaking of fantasy grounds, why don't you do your spiel while I take a short break?
Well, let's see. So we are, of course, sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, um, the most representative, most expansion having um, things for virtual tabletop. It's got all sorts of stuff. Like as you can see tonight, I'm using things from Midgard. I'm using things, of course, from Wizards of the Coast, and of course, I'm using stuff that I've made myself. It's easily programmable with its own syntax to handle complicated things like Barbarian Rage and Smite Evil and just a slew of things. It automatically will keep track of the turns. It will keep track of NPC damage and PC damage, various effects, when they are, counts them down for you. It does all sorts of handy stuff. And you can try it out with a demo copy for free, and you can actually play it kind of like how we're doing right now, just one-on-one. And other than that, you can, if the DM has an ultimate license, then he can enable other people to join his campaign and take advantage of the content that he owns, which is another thing that we're doing right here. Generally, I've been very pleased with Fantasy Grounds, so I'm glad to be supported by them. Um, and if anyone has any interest, just go to fantasygrounds.com and you can download it here. And we're happy to have them with us on DDOstream.
Okay.
Okay, where next? I was thinking you were about to have a new party member.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maximum the Shadow.
Oh. Well, he got better. Right, what do we see down the hall? More hall.
Yep.
Okay.
And there's stairs going up.
Wait, where? The
It
map, sort of.
yeah,
This is the
it's at
corner of the map.
it's at the end of the map.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to go up the stairs yet, so we will backtrack.
Okay.
Head to the north.
So what are you going to name this group?
Let me think about that.
So it's interesting that female minotaurs also have full horns.
Yeah. Anything in this wider passage?
Nope. Oh, oh well. Never mind that little part you can see that you can't see. It don't matter. Alright, in here, everybody else can catch up. There is a translucent figure. Looks like they're trying, but can't, because they can't really touch it. Trying to fix something. This looks like a workbench. And they turn.
Like he doesn't know he's a ghost?
Well, whether he knows or not, he keeps trying, like it's like that's his purpose. Um, and he turns and screams at you in frustration, and then comes at you again. It's not hate like you would expect from these things, as much as it is a drive.
Maximum and minimum screen back.
And Maximum goes first. So I guess it was Maximum. Okay. Maximum uses his second rage for the day. Hits.
Oh, I think the damage just fell on the screen. It didn't go through, did it?
It did not.
Yeah.
And he hits it, and it looks like most of its material isn't there as much. Some clear glue splatters on the wall.
New. I'm sorry, does he get a second attack?
No, because he used his bonus action to rage.
Oh.
Let's see.
How about the cow towers?
Okay. I mean, there's so many options. A whole bunch of bull.
I was about to say, ain't no bull. Baloney.
It reaches out and drains the life from him. Maybe.
Oh.
It definitely does some damage. Let's see.
Maximum's having a rough week.
Yep.
Unlike his twin brother Minimum.
But he does succeed on the saving throw to have his, to not have his, come on, brain, to have his maximum hit points reduced by 14.
That's always good.
Minimum.
Bro.
His second rage for the day. Moves up. Does he wish to attack recklessly?
Yes.
Okay. He still will get one attack this round, because his bonus action was used. Okay. You hit it. It now will have neither advantage nor disadvantage against you because of your ancestral spirits. Okay. That's it. Zorna.
Let's see. some word of radiance on it.
Okay. It succeeds its saving throw. So it does not take damage.
Ooh.
Okay, Broken.
Let's see. Should I Eldritch Blast or Sacred Flame it?
You should probably Eldritch Blast it. Eldritch Blast is almost always better, unless it's one of the few things that take extra damage from Radiant um, or is somehow immune to. I think there's two things that are immune to Force.
Ooh, that did it.
Yep. It too discorporates.
Oh, what was it trying to do? What's in the corner there? That workbench.
It's a workbench. It looks like it was trying to fix some equipment.
What kind of equipment?
A sheath, like where it would attach to a belt. There is no belt anymore. There's only the barest parts of the metal parts of the sheath are still there. So like the top part where the sword would go into, um, and the where it would clasp onto the belt, but the clasp is broke.
So it doesn't look fancy or anything.
It looks just like the ones that you were seeing on the sword wraiths. Except theirs are, you know, incorporeal but whole. So you know what this thing would look like when working on her. Except I guess the color, but
Okay, well, we'll just leave it there for somebody else. So I guess we'll backtrack over to the area where we first started. So, hold on. Bit of a jump on the map.
that's okay.
So I'm standing in front of this passage that goes north, which is where we will go look now.
Okay.
Let me zoom in a little. Oh, goody, another skinny hall. Okay, what's in there? Looks like some beds.
It is some beds, and another warrior wraith. I've already rolled initiative.
Okay, so maximum.
Yep.
Ah,
Actually,
he's still raging from before.
no, it wore it
Right.
off 6 seconds
did?
after you killed the thing. Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. So
I don't know how to take it.
I can. He's got one left for the day, by the way, till the long
Yeah.
rest.
His arm's getting a little tired.
Okay, and that's him. He only gets his
So you
attack.
only get.
He only gets his attack with his bonus action because he goes into a frenzy as part of his rage.
He didn't rage.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He didn't rage. He doesn't get to attack with his bonus action if
Oh,
he's
I
not
see.
raging.
Okay. Oh,
That's how his mechanic works.
okay. Yeah, let's some Eldritch blasting again. That's fun.
Hits.
Ooh, that's close.
Does some damage. Good solid 11. Okay. This thing uses its bonus action to use its martial fury, therefore giving all attacks against it advantage, and makes an attack against maximum, and then with his standard action, makes an attack against maximum. And that's it for him. Zorna, the Unbroken, you're up next.
Neener, neener. Um,
You can make it all the way to the lower corner of that room if you want.
okay, tell me how the Forged Domain Searing Smite works.
Okay, next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration. So you cast a spell, it takes your concentration, it lasts a minute, which is 10 combat rounds. But next time you successfully hit with a weapon, it'll flare with white hot intensity, and the attack will deal additional 1d6 fire damage to the target, and causes them to ignite in flames. At the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the rest of that minute, the target must make a Constitution save throw. On a failed save, it takes another d6 fire damage. On a successful save, the spell ends. Sorry, what was that?
It counts as a level 1 spell?
Yep. It's just one you know.
I only have one. Let's see.
Like, your guiding bolt would have a better chance than of doing more damage than that.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use that last
Okay.
level 1 spell.
Remember, you have advantage.
Ooh, I didn't. Thank you.
Well, that hits for a substantial amount of damage. Um, it would normally give the next attack against it advantage, but all attacks currently have advantage. So, okay, minimum. Let me turn off his rage. He also has one rage left. The way his mechanic works, he can because he's using an offhand attack to make his extra attack with his bonus action. So whether he's raging or not, he gets that.
Yeah, we'll save the rage in case we hit another room with a bunch of stuff.
Hits for some damage.
And then second attack. Wah, wah.
Misses. Now, never mind. Okay.
What? What?
Don't worry about it. Next up is maximum. Hits.
Oh, he has advantage, right?
Yes, he does.
All right, let me just roll. But
Okay, so still hits.
Broken. Hmm. Eldritch Blast.
Yep. With advantage. Okay.
That
Didn't
did
matter.
it.
And that wraith is no longer there.
Loot the body. Oh wait.
Wah wah. Uh, in this
Search room.
in this room, there are essentially um, the remnants of uh, 4 bunks, and like what was probably their possession. There are a few, say 3 copper coins on the table.
Ooh, we're
There are
rich.
yeah, there are uh, some piles of very moldy cloth. As a matter of fact, they're more mold than they are cloth. Like you can scoop them up and squeeze them out between your fingers. Um,
You know what? I'm not gonna.
okay, and some papyrus, which
And
all
some. I'm sorry. Some what now?
papyrus,
Ah.
of which all the ink is leached out of them over time.
Eh.
But paper's paper. Papyrus
Well,
is
I was gonna say,
papyrus.
yeah, I'll roll that up and put it in a pouch somewhere.
Okay.
Anything worth? I have mending. Anything worth working on?
There's not enough material to mend. You'd have to actually create stuff to.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to rest in this room. It's a little too dusty. So let's see. We still have a from this room a north passage and an east passage,
Yep.
and then the stairs that go up. Let's go to the east.
Okay.
Accidentally moved my whole map instead of the people. There we go. Okay. So the passage is clear up until where I am at right now.
You got a little more space, but mostly. Just one moment. Let me catch the stream's view back up. Ook. Okay. And then let me populate the room.
So what's nice about Fantasy Grounds is that you have a hankering to just do it kind of an old-fashioned dungeon crawl. There's all sorts of really cool maps, and if one of you wants to DM, the other can just kill things. Or actually, Alex, you could run a couple of characters too, and we could just smash things if we felt like it. It's kind of fun to kill some time,
Mm-hmm.
but it makes it pretty easy to set up a dungeon crawl really quickly.
And though I'm not using it right now, you can also, with enough planning ahead, I could make it so you come to this room, it triggers an event, and things start to populate. I have to go click on the encounter button, click on the encounter. It'll bring up the map. It'll load it with monsters that you've already put in place. Depends on, if you know what your players are going to do a little bit, right? You can like how many are going to show up or whatever. You can have it prepared. Just click, 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 and everything pops out. Same thing when you buy modules, so a lot of them are already, all that's all set up, and you got box text already.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool little module packs you can get. And it's fairly inexpensive.
Okay, in the room are some of those shadow things, and some of these, we'll just call them specters, because that's what they are. As well. First, let me zoom in so I can see these numbers. First, shadow number 1, conveniently, and it'll move up, and it'll take a grasp at minimum with its strength drain attack, and it misses. Then one of the specters, having seen since life, will come in and also try to drain the life. I'll try and miss. Then Maximum of the Daring responds with
Rage! But she does have one left, right?
yep.
It doesn't. I don't see where you can keep track of that.
It's um I know
Like
one.
how many you have.
Hold on.
But
Yeah. Oh, actually, continue. I'll address that.
okay. All right. Whoop. Oh, you're doing that. Oh, I see it. It says how many you have daily. Oh, okay. So you put it on preparation, and you put how many rages you have in, and then you just mark it like you do spell slots.
Yep.
Okay, that would be helpful because I can't remember things like that. Thank you.
Sure thing.
All right, so he swings his mighty great sword.
Does he want to move first, or you can move after? It's up to you.
I will swing up a little
Okay.
just to give everybody else more room.
Okay. And after you swing, you'll still have more movement left anyway. Hit.
Ooh, it's crunchy.
Not anymore. It has gone soggy.
uh, does he get a second attack or did the rage
The rage, but
count?
he can now move quite a bit. He still has, let's see, much is movement rate? It's 30, and abilities. Yeah, you don't have the additional movement yet. So you still got 25 or 5 blocks of movement left.
All right, we'll set up to smack this one next time.
Okay. Next will be this shadow moving forward to attack. Missing. Bruiken.
What shall we do?
Clearly he has one of those names that he is like, no, it's pronounced this way.
Roaken.
Yeah.
I'm Irish. Of the Irish Minotaurs. I'm gonna blast.
Nope.
But not very well.
I'll show that ceiling tile. Make fun of me. Okay, Shadow 2. We'll reach out and try to drain somebody. Nope. Zorna, you're up. You have a specter in front of you.
I I'm low on spells, so I'm just gonna poke at it.
You do, in fact, poke at it.
It doesn't mind that much.
It doesn't mind as much as it should. It's true. This one comes forward and then passes through minimum.
Freaky.
And then attacks him. Which apparently worked. Really well. 16 points of damage, and then he's going to make a Constitution save.
Ow!
Which he absolutely makes that Constitution save.
Oh, you just pissed me off.
Which is good, because I hate keeping track of it. Okay. Speaking of minimum,
Oh, he just made me angry.
okay. Is he going to attack recklessly?
Yes.
Okay. So he attacks with advantage. He only gets the one attack this round because he uses his bonus action to rage. He hits. For some damage.
Just one attack?
Yep.
Okay. You said that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Well.
Okay, this specter will continue trying to drain the life from Zorna. Nope. Maximum. You are in your frenzy, so you'll be making 2 attacks this round.
Ooh.
Okay. So roll the damage on that, Shadow. And then you still have your movement left. Let me find that Shadow.
Oop.
Shadow.
Does he get his second attack?
Yeah. Is he attacking recklessly or no?
Why not?
Okay. Still hits. Damage.
Almost too recklessly.
It does a significant amount of damage. Shadow number 3. Is this going to hang out right where is that? To make this attack. Oh. He hits. Minimum. Put that dice down. It's not going to do anything. For 5 points of damage and 3 points of strength damage. That sounds like an inappropriate sound.
Which, was that to maximum or minimum?
That was to minimum.
Okay.
Broken the weird.
Broken. Oh, suddenly he was Jamaican there for a second. Ooh.
17 points. Whoosh.
Take that.
Critically wounding the Spectre as much as it can be. Then Zorna, surrounded by specters on 2 sides.
Do some word radiant.
Okay, target both of them.
Okay.
1 succeeds, 1 fails, so damage of 6. So that'll destroy one of them.
Uh-huh.
The other one will continue trying to. Oh,
He's not looking good though.
nope. Okay, minimum. He's at -2 to his hit and damage. So are you going to attack recklessly?
Yes.
Okay. And then he gets 2 attacks this round. Or can take 2 attacks this round. So let's see. So that's actually a 15. Still hits.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that was maximum again. It's minimum.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
They're twins. They just look alike.
Let's see. 13.
Okay. Do I need to totally re-roll?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right. We'll start over with my attack.
Which is with advantage.
Okay. Well, then let me roll again.
Okay.
On the off chance I roll a 20, but I didn't.
Alright. Still hits, so do some damage. Shadow 3. Okay. And then with his other offhand attack.
Does that have advantage too?
Yep. Hits. Yeah, does some damage.
Maximum moves over a little. Let me actually open maximum and not minimum. Moves over. Just feeling reckless.
Alright. Hits.
So reckless.
Poof.
So reckless.
Okay, he's still got however many. I don't know how far he moved. Did he move 2 squares?
No, 1 square.
Okay, so he's still got 5 squares worth of movement left. Okay. And then his bonus action attack.
Woo!
Hits. Poof.
I told you guys I was angry. Broken. I'll cure minimum a bit.
Okay. And he can use up to 3d6 at a time. Of the d6 healing.
Oh. Oh. My.
That'd be like in 1 round. So he can use it all, but then it'd be a second round that he would do the next one. Doesn't matter right now.
Eh, we'll leave it like that just in case.
Okay.
And check out this.
Good.
What you doing with him?
Well, he wasn't running around screaming or nothing.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sure. He didn't stir up the whole dungeon.
Ah.
Okay.
Is there anything in this immediate room?
No. Just the critters that were milling about. And here you find what is basically a wine cellar.
In this last little room?
Yep. It's cool. There are like 8 or 9 bottles of mystery wine.
Mystery wine, you say?
Yep. Because who knows what's in them? Because there's no labels anymore.
This looks like a fine place for a break, fellas. Okay, we still have the north passage to check out, correct?
Let's see. Yes, there's a little bit of a north passage left.
It's like to the left of us. Okay. Well, let's stow that wine away.
Okay.
And check out this last passage. Because, before we take a long rest, I want to make sure there's nothing else on this floor.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 1 second here. Let me find the thing.
Make sure you follow us on the stream. I wish there was an auto follow thing.
There kinda is when a turn comes around and it's someone's turn.
Yeah, it jumps, which I don't always like because I have my map centered how I like. So I don't know if there's a way to turn that off or not. Sometimes it's helpful and sometimes it makes me lose where I am.
Alright. Second here. In this room, you find a cesspit. And crawling out of the cesspit is this green, viscous thing.
A cesspit with a green discus?
Viscous.
Viscous.
Yes.
I was like a discus. How specific?
Well, that's different. Yeah. No, viscous.
I just moved us up. If you need to move us, do so, because we wouldn't run right into it.
Sure. And it actually affects, what's it, a 10-foot cube. Or, not
Kill
10,
the green discus.
15 by 15 area.
Okay. Do you want to put a marker thing around it?
Yeah, just a second.
And by effect, you mean that's how big it is, or
Essentially, that's how big it is.
okay? So if we're standing on the edge, poking at it, we're hitting it.
There.
Okay. So it's like a big gelatinous cube.
Kinda, except it's, only like maybe an inch or two thick. And then the center of it is actually where the cess goes.
Okay, so it's like slurming around on the floor.
Yeah, it's not moving.
Okay.
It's just there. The cheese for green.
Okay. Did you re-roll, or is that the initiative? Because it's listed
Sure,
on Zorna.
that can be the
But
initiative. This thing has no
okay,
initiative.
okay.
And I don't mean it doesn't care. It doesn't care also, but it has no initiative.
Okay. I'm just saying it's listed as on Zorna's turn in round 4, so you may want to reset it. Well, it's not attacking, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Look at my inventory. Poke it with a stick.
Okay. You poke it with a stick, and after a moment, it just starts to eat the stick. And a little wisp of acrid smoke comes off the stick as the stick slowly gets smaller.
Okay. Light a torch and poke it with that.
Let's see. Um, as when you do so, the fire bubbles it away.
Okay, well then, Baroican, we will put a big bonfire there to burn it away. So we can see down in the cistern.
Okay. You want to put it basically right there. Let's see, because that'll burn that area away.
And it's a cantrip, so he can basically use it as a mop,
Yeah, you can do
a
it
fire
once and
mop.
then do it next to it, etc. And if you want, you can clean all the slime up except the centerpiece. So I'll just get rid of this.
Yeah, he basically use the the fire, the between the torches and the bonfire to just kind of scrub the floor up until we can really see what's going on in the room.
Okay. In the center, there is a slime that is green filled cesspool.
Now, when you say cesspool, do you mean like a hole in the ground?
Yes, it is where detritus or detritus and other forms of refuge is put.
Right, but not like a well, like a something that comes up.
Well, it comes
It's
up, but it
like
also goes down kind
a
of
pit.
like a well, but not a well at all.
Okay.
And it is full of.
Well, plop that bonfire right on the center.
Okay. The top boils and burns away. It smells awful. This whole enterprise has smelled very acrid and awful. And then there is more beneath it.
There's, I'm sorry, more what?
Green slime.
More at, more slime. It just keeps going down and down.
Yep.
All right. Well, is there anything else in the room?
There's nothing remaining left in the room. It looks like this was probably a place that things were taken to get rid of. Um, there's a few chamber pots in the room. They are made of porcelain. Um, Probably one big metal bin. It's made of bronze, so it's in okay shape.
So it's just the most dangerous turlet ever.
It might be a toilet that got out of hand.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let's see. Someone has survival, I think. It's minimum. So make a survival check with minimum.
Okay, hold on. Wah, wah.
Okay, you don't know.
He tripped over the thing trying to look at it. It might be snot.
Yeah, he's never seen anything like that before. He's a on the plains type of guy. So what next? You want to hang out in the room with the?
Actually, Zorna is gonna do some survival looking.
Okay.
She's got a better bonus, but not that great.
No, but that definitely looks like a you know place to get rid of something.
Okay, so what did you start to say? Sorry.
What are you gonna do next?
Oh, I guess we will. So we've got wine in our pockets.
Yeah,
We've got a crown,
you have wine bottles filled
and
with a liquid.
well, um, so let's go back to the cleanest room
Okay.
and basically take a long rest. Maybe have a little bit of wine before we go to sleep.
You quickly change your mind on the wine idea when you try to when it's opened. It smells uh, purely of vinegar. It, this wine has went from a fine vintage to a fine vintage that's no good to it's just um, dead bacteria.
We pour it on our chips because chips and vinegar.
Okay, but yeah. It's if it had an expiration date, even fine wine eventually goes bad. This has gone way so past that.
all the bottles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're all this.
Bummer.
Yeah, they're all pretty much the same. It's been so long.
Okay, we'll just leave it and take a long rest. Let's see. It's maximum, then minimum, then Zorna for watch.
Okay. Um, We'll have Zorna make a. Actually, let's see who's got stuff. Let's see. Not minimum. Max. Both Zorna and Broken can make perception checks.
Well, I have Zorna up, so I'll do hers first. Broken. They perceive things about
Conveniently,
equally.
conveniently, they both uh, perceive whispering um, that travels along. Uh, like through the night, there's just whispers that travel along as if they were there, as if someone was whispering and walking by at different heights and such. Actually, kind of low. Um, it's listen, if you set up, it's harder to hear than if you're lower to the ground. Um, and
It's not creepy.
it is creepy, and it's creepy.
I
And
said it's not creepy.
I know I disagreed. Um, and it's something like release, renew, um, so long, bone,
Farewell.
prison,
What was that last?
bone, prison.
Release the bone prison. Okay. So after we sleep, I guess we'll head to the nearest stairway that heads up.
Okay. Second here. Let me open that. Drop y'all in it. Who's going first?
Maximum.
Okay.
Let me readjust my map size.
Sure, no problem. Let me make a new grid.
Okay, so there is a passage to our north and to the west, or is this just the room ahead? Or is that a wall? I can't.
Hold on. I was resetting the grid a little bit because it was a little off.
Okay. Okay, so this is just a room with a passage to the north.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of an antechamber.
Anti-chamber.
It's about 7 feet across.
Okay. Let's see. We got north, south. We'll check out south first.
Okay. Hold on. Read. Things appear. Dun 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 dun.
Well, maximum and minimum do tend to just kind of run into the room. Specters. So, if you happen to hear all that, our dog is deaf. One of our dogs is deaf, and she's really loud sometimes. And
She's having a
she's
rub.
gotten she she gets itchy, so she stands underneath the coffee table because she's short and just rubs her back and just carries on.
And that's her
So
tail.
that's what all that racket is.
Okay, first Spectre to react moves forward and tries to drain the life out of Maximilian. Because it does.
Well, that's combat tracker. Hold on. There it is.
Speaking of which, bring up that combat tracker over here. Alright.
I need a bigger screen.
Yeah. I'm going to be interested to see how the Unity one works different as far as scaling is concerned.
You cut out. I heard. I'm interested scaling.
Oh, I'm interested on how the new Unity version will scale as far as, or will do as far as scaling is concerned.
Okay.
Okay, his life points are not permanently reduced. He just takes some damage.
Mm.
Next Spectre moves forward, attacks his bro. It doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Broken.
Broken of the wild accents. He will pop on some armor of Agape.
Okay.
Which lasts for 1 hour.
And I take your spell box for you too.
I think. I hadn't gotten there yet.
It's okay. Maximilian.
Or
Is he attacking recklessly? I'm gonna guess not.
no,
Okay.
not yet.
He does some damage.
He's gonna get a little more angry to be that reckless.
Next. Speaking of angry. Miss. Zorna.
Sorta. He's gonna do something. Let's see. Let's guiding bolt. Spectre 3.
Hit.
Didn't like that very much.
Nope. It didn't anything it very much. It just isn't there anymore.
Okay, minimum. He feels angry too.
Is he going to attack recklessly?
You know, he's just way more reckless than his brother, so yeah.
Okay, so he'll have advantage, and I'll have advantage against him. And he gets one attack with his hammer this round.
That was, I'll have you note, a 19 and a 20.
I saw that.
Oh.
Oh, I assume that Maximum got the magic greatsword as well.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. Advantage. Retaliation. Still misses. Broken.
Okay. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Let's see. We will Eldritch Blast. Spectre.
Puts down some hurt.
Take that.
Maximum the Daring, who will be getting both of his attacks because of his rage. That hits.
And he will step over. Well, maybe 8.
Anyways, and get his attack. Hits. For quite a bit. Zorna.
We're just tearing him up. Yeah, Florida Radiance.
I'm going to assume you're going to move to here and do it.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
Okay. Okay, it gets through.
Nice.
Poof.
All right. Anything else in the room? Do we see anything? What do we see?
It looks better in here. The walls seem more substantial. It looks like things are a little bit better off. It's not as
Is it
dank,
less
deary.
stinky?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Again. Add what's in this room, and then let me add what's in this room.
It's important to be less stinky. I mean, you know, we're minotaurs, but we still have taste.
Let's see.
We're not in the mood for it to be stanky. Depending on how this goes, it'll probably be our last room for the night.
Okay. When entering this room, you see what may very well have once been like a priest-like figure. And they turn, and as they start to react, you can feel a sinking feeling in your chest. Let's see. This is act as an attack. Okay. And it turns around and begins to look at you, and then it's Broken's turn to react.
Are the rages still up?
No. Actually, sure. We'll say, yeah.
So, I mean,
You
it's
can move
been
the,
like 5 seconds.
yeah. You can move the distance in a turn. So, sure, why not?
Okay. Eldritch Blast.
Hits. Does some damage. Maximum.
Charge.
Hits. For a lot of damage.
Ooh.
You remember in Ghostbusters when the ghosts do their super freak out moment and they run away?
Yes.
That's this. Horrifying
Ah.
visage. Uh, all non-undead creatures within 60 feet have to take a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. Let's see if I can make that happen easier. I bet I can. Let me target everybody, and then they make saves. And then Broken and Minimum are frightened. Everyone else.
Well, you know, that makes sense.
And let's see. Um, and then the ghost disappears. Let's see. Let me see if.
Oh, that makes maximum and minimum really angry.
Let's see. How bad did someone say fail by? Let's see. That's important. Let's see. Minimum. Yeah. Broken. Okay, both of them. Both of them have aged from the experience. Come on. How long? $30.
Oh no. But honestly, I don't know how old they were to start with. How long do Minotaurs live?
I'm looking that up.
Because that could be really bad.
Okay. It's not as bad as if they were human or like a goblin or something. Um, Around 75 is middle aged.
Okay,
So
so
a big chunk of their adult life is gone, though. Um,
that's so sad.
huh. All right. Um, and that'll be that thing's turn. Next up, Zorna the Unbroken.
Well, I mean, it's gone, right?
It has disappeared. It has faded from view.
Disappeared, but it might still be in there.
Right.
So the guiding bolt says it goes towards a creature of your choosing. It doesn't say that it's visible.
You do have to see it because you have to roll a hit.
Oh, well, bummer.
Um, Now, I'll let you know it isn't necessarily invisible. Um,
Okay, move forward. So, off the top of my head, there's no way to fix the whole they just aged a bunch thing, right?
you can make a religion check or arcana check.
Religion check. Let's see. I don't know. Something.
Broken can make an arcana check too, since he's got it, and it happened to him.
Oh, well, somehow I had advantage, but it was an 18 and a 19, so your choice.
Okay, good enough. Greater restoration within 24 hours.
Okay, Zorna has lesser restoration.
Okay, and frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls with a sorcerer's fears within line of sight. So it isn't. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of fear.
But they can't see it.
Right. So it rolled with disadvantage, but we know better. But it's fine. Anyways, he got the benefits of making a roll. So
Okay, well, I don't really know what to do. I was just gonna search the room pretty carefully.
okay. Minimum is going to do what? Now he's still frightened.
Well, I guess he's gonna stand here being scared.
Okay.
He'll move over a little bit, scared. He'll adjust his tiara.
Okay.
Because you want to look fierce when you're scared.
What's Broken going to do?
Why does my combat tracker keep failing? He will heal maximum a little bit. With this healing light, hold on.
Cool.
There we go.
Maximum loses his rage.
He's gonna swing wildly for a little bit.
Okay.
But not so wildly that he hits Zorna.
Okay. He has to attack something, though.
He did swing wildly.
Yep.
Alright, well, I guess if we don't see anything else in the room, we'll back up.
Okay. Go ahead and move maximum. Okay. And click when you're done. No. Yeah. Okay. That's one movement. All right. I'm sorry.
I keep losing my combat tracker. So
Okay.
I keep having to pull it back up. And
Gotcha. Okay, for a moment, you see the ghost appear and then disappear. And then move everything. Oh yeah, yeah. So minimum begins to convulse. Let's see. For a moment, his eyes gloss over, and then change this initiative to 9. Get rid of that, because he can't be frightened of himself. His rage ends, and he walks off. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Come here.
so as he passes maximum, he's gonna brotherly punch his shoulder really hard and say, "Snap out of it!"
Okay, roll to hit.
Because, brothers.
Yep.
Well, what do I roll for punch?
Um,
I mean, not punch with a great sword, just shoulder punch.
roll a d20. Add 5 to it.
It's on minimum's turn. Can you put it on maximum's turn? Because I'm not able to do.
Okay. Get that finished.
What?
Go ahead.
Wait, I was doing the punch when he was right next to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, add 5 to that. That hits. It does 1 point of punch damage. Presumably non-lethal. Can I just open the thing? Okay, and continues walking. So then it's Zorna.
He got that far?
Yeah, he double moved.
Oh.
Let's see.
Okay, I'll try to catch up with him.
Okay.
I can't remember where I started from, so.
Just move 6 more blocks. You'll be fine. Okay. Kitten. He who needs new pants. In the second. He doesn't. He may or may not have pants, but
He's staying behind Max.
okay. Maximum.
Hmm. Brother, what are you doing? Try to grab him and shake him.
Okay, that would be a grapple check.
Which I roll.
Roll to hit. Just roll a d20 and add 5.
I rolled a 17, but it didn't count, so then it rolled an 8.
Okay. It's just not enough to actually catch him. Or grab him. Oh, okay.
Just be aware of the time.
Sure. Provokes another attack of opportunity.
What now?
Minimum provokes another attack of opportunity.
Okay, this time Maximum's gonna try to basically sweep him off his feet.
Okay. With the great sword, or you can attack non-lethally.
The flat of the blade, just whack.
Yeah, I mean
Like
it still does
take out
damage,
his feet
but it just
so that he can't run.
yeah, you can just choose not to kill somebody. Um, okay, roll to hit.
So that was minimum rolling. It's a little confusing.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
Roll damage. Okay, damage is done. He continues.
Basically trying to entangle his legs.
You see him go this way and around a corner.
Okay.
Zorna.
Can I see him?
You cannot see him. There's a wall in the way, but you can see where he went, the corner he went around.
I'm just moving people forward, I guess.
Okay.
Can I see him? Is he right there?
Nope, there's still a wall there.
Oh, I don't see a wall. Confused.
Yep. It's a big,
Oh,
thick wall.
okay.
There you go.
All right. So I can use my bonus to run forward.
Yeah, you can use your action to move, and then you can use, or excuse me, use your move action to move, and you can use your action to dash, which is your movement again. Okay. It looks like he's going up the steps, but he stopped long enough to be seen, and then he held his action to move further. Because he had some movement left.
Whose turn is it supposed to be on?
It ends right about now. Let me put people in place so I can remember in the future. Whoa, that grid's off.
Basically, we're just gonna, assuming there's not bad guys in the room right here, we're just gonna follow him.
Right. There we go. Now let me, in that case, let me just drop this map.
Cautiously follow.
Right.
Not recklessly follow.
Now let me get everybody onto the spot. Zoom in a bit. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, is that where we're ending for the night?
That is where you're ending. You have moved into what looks like the temple proper. Everything is polished to a mirror shine. Um, like all the surfaces and such. Even still, even though it's however old it is. Um, and at this point, me, the ghost leaves. Um, minimum. And goes through the wall.
You.
Just like like no big thing. And that's where we're going to end tonight. Please come and join us next month when we see what happens next. Whether they need to recruit friends, or what goes on, or if it's all. What was the team name you came up with?
Kowtows. Is that what it was?
I think
I
the
don't remember.
Cow Towers or something like that.
Ain't no bull.
Yeah. Um, anyways, we'll see you next time. And remember, this is sponsored by Fantasy Grounds. Let me find my thing. Thanks for watching D&D Night on DDOstream. Check out DDO.com to learn more about Dungeons & Dragons Online, which you can play for free. Join us Sunday starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Tabletop Gaming on twitch.tv/DDOstream. Find our full channel schedule on DDOstream as well. Please check our sponsor, Fantasy Grounds, at fantasygrounds.com, and get started with their wonderful virtual tabletop. Yeah, as you've seen, only 2 people can use it. 1 person could use it, but what would be the point? But they can set up great big modules for however many people they want to host. And of course, it's good for regular old group D&D play all across the world. We'll be happy to see you, like I said, next month. Come and check out Lynn and my sites at eldritchentertainment.com and theamethystdragonfly.com. And feel free to stop by our Twitch channels, or my Twitch channel as well, at on screen, twitch.tv/GRUUBI. And my Twitter is also at Gruubii. So feel free to check us out, and we will see you next week for our regular stream, and next month for this type of stream. You all have a
Have a
wonderful
good
evening.
night, everyone. Thanks for joining us.